Let us begin this problem set. Suppose square root of z is a perfect square. Then which of the following statements is correct? So we know that square root of z is a perfect square. Say a is a perfect square and b is a perfect square. Then the product of a and b will also be a perfect square. So in now z, so z is nothing but square root of z multiplied by square root of z. This is a perfect square, this is a perfect square, so the product is also a perfect square, so option A is correct. Z square is nothing but z multiplied by z. Now z is a perfect square, so z multiplied by z, z square would also be a perfect square. So option D, both A and B are correct. Next problem. X equals minus 1 raised to the power of 2025 and y equals minus 1 raised to the power of 2024. We need to find the value of x multiplied by y. So we know that minus 1 raised to the power of any odd number is always minus 1, and minus 1 raised to the power of any even number is nothing but 1. So in our problem, x is minus 1 raised to the power of an odd number. 225 is odd, so x is minus 1, and y would be minus 1 raised to the power of a even number, so y would be 1, and x multiplied by y would be minus 1 multiplied by 1, which would be minus 1. So B is the correct answer. Next, let P and Q represent two coprime numbers. So first of all, what are coprime numbers? So coprime numbers are two numbers that do not share any common factor other than 1. For instance, 7 and 9 are coprime numbers because the GCD or the HCF of 7 and 9 is 1. So this directly answers option B, which is if P and Q are coprime, HCF of P and Q is 1. So by definition, this is true. Now what do we know? We know that LCM multiplied by HCF is nothing but the product of the numbers. So in this case, P multiplied by Q. And so LCM of P and Q multiplied by HCF of P and Q, which is nothing but 1, is nothing but P multiplied by Q. So option A, which says that the LCM of P and Q is equal to P multiplied by Q, is also correct. So our final answer would be C, that is both option A and option B. Next, which of the following statements is correct? So square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 5, what is it? Root 5 multiplied by root 5 is nothing but 5. 5 is a rational number because it is 5 by 1. So statement A, which says that square root of 5 multiplied by square root of 5 is an irrational number, is incorrect. Next we have square root of 25 multiplied by square root of 4, which is nothing but square root of 25 multiplied by 4, which is square root of 100. Square root of 100 is 10. 10 is nothing but 10 by 1, which is a rational number. So option B is correct. Which element serves as the additive identity within the set of whole numbers? So first of all, what is additive identity? Say we have a whole number x, and if I add this additive identity, which is a special number, the value of x should remain unchanged. So it should remain as x. So clearly A is 0. So 0 is the additive identity within the set of whole numbers. So the correct answer in this case is A, that is 0.